again to my channel, Learn Operations Management with Yuliani. And this is the very first time we will have BizOwner TALK. It's a discussions with business owner, co-founder or founder of a new business, aiming to get an insight on how to start a business, what are the challenges and how to overcome it. So today we have a very lovely guest. She is Mrs. Endina Widartama. She's a co-founder and course director of Learning Indonesian Asia based in Singapore. So hello Mrs. Endina, how are you?
Hi, Yuli. Yes, I'm good here. Thank you for having me as well this morning.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here with us to share your experience and knowledge in running business. We know that you must be very busy, but still willing to contribute to this BizOwner Talk. So,
no worries at all.
Okay. Mrs. Endina, Learn Indonesian Asia is a company that provides courses or training of Indonesian language and culture for individual and also corporate clients. So can you tell us about the process of establishing this business? What was the motivation and steps taken in general?
Okay, so we have to go back to 15 years ago because this year we are 15 years old. I am not alone. I have a partner doing this together with me. So the two of us started this Learn Indonesian Asia. That time, 15 years ago, there was not, or maybe there were no competitors in terms of Indonesian training. The only place who provided Indonesian training at that time was the university here in Singapore. So we were the first company who provided Indonesian training formally to corporates and also to individuals at that time. So of course, I think if we go back to the principle of starting a business, we need to know about the market. We need to have research whether they are competitors or not, and whether it's feasible to do the business, whether they are customers. That's very important. If there are no customers, I think there's no point of having the business, right? So we saw that there are demands for Indonesian training up to now as well. As you know, Singapore is very close to Indonesia, and then for those who have businesses in Indonesia, not just they need to know the language, but they need to know the culture. Because our mission and our value is actually we want to bridge the communication gap. And in order to bridge the communication gap, I think the most important thing is not just the language, but to know the culture and then the etiquette behind that. So that's what we would like to achieve. Yeah. So having Singapore as being the so-called the closest neighboring countries to Indonesia, and there are not many people who speak the language, so we see that there is a potential over there. And Singapore is also has been business partner of Indonesia for a long time. Yeah. So I guess back to our principles in starting up a business. For the most important thing is to get to know the market, be the competitors, and also know whether there are demands for it or not.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so usually at the beginning of the process of starting a business, the most challenging thing is when we have to spend capital or investments, which can be quite large for initial investment. While revenue may not have been obtained, coupled with the need to build trust for customers who are not familiar with our products or services. So what do you think is the best strategy for overcoming this problem?
Okay, I think the most important thing is to make yourself known to other people. Last time, of course, we did a lot of cold calls and also a lot of business pitch to corporation, to companies. And if we are talking about today's era, I guess it's important also to have yourself known in the LinkedIn. LinkedIn is very important tool as well to get yourself known to other people that you have this particular business, and then you can offer it to other people, be it B2B, business to business, or B2C, business to customer. So networking is very important to get yourself known to other people, and then also to introduce your products and services to other people. And then back to the question again, just now you were asking about the capital, right? And yes, that's right. That capital is actually is a challenge. How to have the resources. But that time we were not talking about money, because for us, for our business, I think it's more towards not money as a capital, but more towards a knowledge capital, because we had to build our own curriculum. And the other thing is a human capital. We needed to have good teachers to work with us, and those who share the same values, and also those who share the same mission with us. So it's slightly different in a way, but yes, those are still considered capitals that we needed to have that time. So in terms of knowledge capital, we built them ourselves, in the sense that we built our own curriculum. So together with my partner, we built a curriculum that is more suited to the people here in Singapore. And then in terms of human capital, we did so-called like a recruitment, and then we are still actively searching for people who share the same mission and values. Because back again, our business is not just education business. We are not just teaching the language, because people may think that just teach Bahasa Indonesia. It might sound simple in a way. But what we are doing, again, we have the mission to bridge the communication gap. We want to make the two parties involved, Indonesian and non-Indonesian, they can come together and then they can communicate effectively. So to do that, we need to have people who are good with other people. So those who have a great people skill, and then those who are sensitive towards other people's needs. In this case is our customers, the corporation, and also the individuals.
What you mentioned is very interesting, that when I asked about the financial capital, and then you mentioned that in this business, that's not the only critical aspect, but others than that, there should be knowledge capital, human capital, probably also data information capital. Okay, so still, although that, let's say we have limited financial capital, then probably better to strengthening the others' capitals, at the same time building network, and also introduce to maybe other companies to get new investment or something like that, right? Financing sources.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So
yes, that's a good way.
yeah. Let me continue with my next questions. Then, how do you design the service process in teaching and training so that the students can get value and high satisfaction, especially when your students comes from different countries and backgrounds?
Okay, yes, thank you for asking that. Although we are based in Singapore, so like what you mentioned, yes, we do have students from different backgrounds and also different countries, because we are also offering our services online. We used to be the only one who provide this online service, but due to the pandemic, the COVID-19, I think everybody now is offering online services as well. So what we do in terms of training, yes, we have a frequent training with the teachers, because it is important again to always align our mission and values with the teachers, to keep reminding them, because we realize that human capital for us is the most important thing, because we are dealing with people. We are in the people business. Again, we are not just in the education, we are in the people business. And we have a fixed curriculum. That one is the one that we provide in our so-called public class. But at the same time, we also have a customized curriculum for corporates and also for ministries. So in terms of customized ones, we achieve that by designing it together with our customers. So once we are sure to our customer, this is our fix or our basic curriculum, and then which part of it that you would like to develop, then we will develop more towards the customer needs. Yeah. So that one is for the customers and also for internal for our teachers. Yeah.
Okay.
And
So,
also, yeah.
yeah, so basically, innovation in curriculums is very critical, right? It's really depending on
Yes,
what
that's
the
right.
customer expects. In this case, you have general curriculums that probably applied to all types of customers, but at the same time, it's open for tailored or customized design.
Yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah. And maybe just to add on, you were talking about the service design. It is also important to always meet or if possible exceed customer expectation. So we do have a feedback form as well that we give to our customers, and frequent feedbacks. It's very important. We seek that as well. So we ask the customer in the beginning why they choose us, and then in the middle as well how our training has been aligned with their objectives, and also at the end whether we have already achieved the objective of the trainings that they expect.
Yeah. Okay, so my last questions for you is that what do you think is the right strategy to increase customer loyalty as well as business scaling up so that market and business scale might be increased?
Okay, in terms of increasing customer loyalty, okay, so there are two questions here. One is to increase the customer loyalty, and then the second one is to expand the business, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So to increase customer loyalty, for our perspective, it is important to get their point of view and also to keep engaging the customers at every point of time. So as I mentioned just now, we ask them in the beginning, and then we ask them again in the middle, and then we ask them again at the end of our service. But not only that, we have a system whereby after they have already finished engaging us as a provider or as a supplier, they are still part of our community. Because as you know, right now, community-based business is very big, right? So we would like to we are creating a community, a sense of belonging, that they are part of Learn Indonesian Asia, that they are proud to be part of our so-called company or group. So the relationship, it doesn't just end at the end of the training, but it goes beyond that as well. And we also start customer referral is very important. So by having them in the community, so it makes them remember us. And then if they have another friends or maybe other businesses who like to have similar services, then they can engage us again, or they can recommend us. So I guess it's for the first question. For the second question, in terms of how to expand the business, again, right now, I think in terms of geography, it is not just enough to serve one geographical location, that is Singapore, but right now the world is limitless. By doing the business online, we can also target those people in other countries as well. So we have to keep innovating, and also to see the needs of people in the other countries, whether in terms of bridging the communication gap between those countries and Indonesia, are they the same compared to those people in Singapore versus to those in Indonesia? So that's what we have been doing right now.
Okay. All right. So thank you, Mrs. Endina, for this rich, nice, and inspiring sharing. We wish you a good health and success. Okay. And also thank you for all viewers. We will see you again in the next BizOwner Talk next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much for having me.